Hello students, today we will start a new chapter in chemistry, that is chapter 5, separation of substances. In this chapter we will cover the topics that are first introduction, then need and reason for separation of substances, then method of separation, and then last solubility of substances in water. Now, in the last chapter, you have learnt about the grouping of things. Many things such as stones, wood, etc. are used as such. However, a large number of substances available in nature are mixed with certain other substances. Thus, in order to use them, we separate by various methods. On the separation of a mixture, some of its components may be useful or all components are useful. Now, when we make curd, the curd is mixed with cold water and then churned with the wooden churner for some time, and due to this churning, the butter separates out from curd and floats up. So, we can here separate butter from the curd. So, the other component of curd is buttermilk. Both these components of curd are useful and put in different uses. So, if we see all things around us, there are many things which are separated from a mixture of materials. Example, tea from tea leaves, grains from husk, butter from curd, as we have discussed. The substances to be separated may be particles of different sizes or materials. This may be solid, liquid and gases. So, here we will study how do we separate substances mixed together if they have so many different properties. Now, what is the need and reason for separation of substances? Now, we see naturally occurring substances contain harmful substances used as food. This can cause diseases. Example, like tuver dal or arhar dal grows with different types of dal which is known as khesari dal. This dal can cause paralysis if consumed for a long time. Just like that, mustard oil may contain argemone oil which can cause nervous disorders. So, milk is adulterated with pond water which may contain germs and bacteria. Like that, rice stored for a year may contain insects and their eggs. So, if we are consuming along with the main things, adulterated pond water with milk or mustard oil along with argemone oil, so we can have some other problem. So, it is needed to separate the disturbing element from the main element when we are consuming all these things. So, it is necessary to separate the things, substances. Now, reason for separation of substances. First, as we have discussed, to remove undesirable components. Here, separation removes the undesired components. Like while eating an orange, we peel off its skin and remove its seed. That is non-edible part is separated. The next example is before eating nuts such as peanuts, walnut, almond, etc. Their hard coverings are separated which are undesirable, which we don't need to eat. So, the separation removes the undesirable components. Second is separation removes the harmful components. Example, drinking water is purified by various methods to remove harmful bacteria and suspended impurities. So, nowadays we are removing the waste water, various methods to remove harmful bacteria, like RO system is there, we are filtering water, we are boiling water to kill the germs. So, we are purifying it to remove the harmful bacteria present in water. So next example, many times cereals and pulses such as rice, dals have small pieces of stones, soil, etc. mixed in them. These harmful components are removed before cooking. So we are hand picking the stone which is present in dal, rice or any other thing. So this method of separation is done by the hand picking. So many various separation method is there to remove harmful components. Now to obtain pure substances but useful one, to obtain cotton fiber and cotton seed from cotton ball, ginning is done. Cotton fiber and seed are two useful components obtained after separation. Like curd or milk cream is churned to separate butter from it. Both the separated components are useful. Thus, separation of components gives a pure, free from harmful or unwanted components. Now, the next is methods of separation. In methods of separation, there are substance to be separated can be in the form of solid, liquid and gases. Like in solid, we can separate the harmful substances by hand picking, winnowing, threshing, sieving and magnetic separation. In liquid also, we can separate the harmful things by sedimentation, decantation and filtration. And in gases, we can separate it by the process of evaporation and condensation. So in next video, I will discuss the different types of methods of separation in solid, liquid and gases. Bye.